today's video, you are going to learn about 12 different errors that you can use to your benefit to get whatever it is that you're disputing off your credit report. All right. Now, I did come out with a video about this before. We kind of breezed through everything. There was no download. There was no further explanation. And this is about McCarthy Law. It's a firm. And they mentioned 12 different errors that they use to sue banks and the CRAs, the credit reporting agencies, for failing to correct after a dispute. And today we're going to see how you can benefit from this, like I said. So not only are we going to go over that, but we also have 10 items that are not typically violations of the FCRA and not eligible for litigation. And they're very, very important. So if you're going to stay for anything, you need to stay for that. All right. Because I don't want you to make mistakes. Mistakes are the fastest way to not get anything done. Yeah. All right. So, and I'm also going to introduce you to the brand new Black Book that's coming out and why it's important. And I'm giving you worksheets. You can go and print out this entire thing using the link in the description as well as in the comments. Or if you are already part of the subscriber hub, which is totally free, by the way, all you have to do is reload or log back in and scroll all the way to the bottom. You're going to see the last thing that I posted and it's right there. All right, so if you don't know me, my name is Kristen and I fix credit for a living. I mean, who would have thought, right? I only have 450 videos for free right here on YouTube showing you how to do this the right way. So, does she actually fix credit for a living? Yeah, I think so. Now, I can't help everybody. I'm one person, and even if I wear a fazillion different hats, I still wouldn't be able to help everybody, nor should I. So if this is something that you just don't think you could do yourself, or you want to make sure that it's done the right way, because it's only the most important thing in your life and only the one thing that's going to open up the door of opportunity to literally everything, schedule a call with me using the link in the description or the comment section, and I will see if I can help. You can also go directly to off with 3fs.to/discovery. Now, let's jump right into this. First of all, there's learning and executing, all right? We learn first how to do this because the longer you dispute, the harder these things are to remove. And a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, it should be common sense, but let me just give you an example. You come to me after 2 years of disputing with the big guys and the small guys and the medium guys, and then you're like, hey, I need you to remove this, this, and this. And it's like, well, if you had come to me 2 years before you went to anybody else, I probably could have gotten your really quick deletions, or I probably could have gotten this, bankruptcy off in less than a year, or I could have probably gotten off. You get what I'm saying here? The longer you dispute, the harder it is to remove these negative items. You run out of dispute reasons. You run out of ways to challenge. You run out of this. You run out of that. And how do I even know what you've done before? So that's just an example, all right? Whether you come to me or not, you still need to make sure that what you're doing is very, very purposeful, okay? So we also learn to do this the right way, because if accounts are disputed the wrong way, they can be blocked from coming off to begin with, up to the statute of limitations for reporting. You obviously don't want that. Now, execution. Once our letters finally go into the mail, they should be like that final essay that you hand in to the professor in college, or, your teacher in high school. It should be perfect, studied, purposeful, executed. And you know what? No disputes should be sent out via the online dispute system or by filling out the documentation that they give you, and when they're saying, oh, we need more information. No, they don't. That's a stall tactic. Don't believe it. Don't fall for it. And don't do a phone dispute. Okay. So here are the top 12 errors. And because you're going to go download this, it's free. You're going to go download it, right? Like literally pause this, go download it, and come back. I'm not going to go over everything. So I'm just going to tell you what they are. You can read these yourself, and we're going to move forward from there. So number 1, the account shows that it was not paid when it in fact was. The account was settled and still doesn't show that it was paid. The creditor issued a 1099-C, and therefore there shouldn't be a balance, but it's still showing. The account was sold, but it's still showing a balance. And double jeopardy. Let me just tell you what that is. It's when the same creditor reports twice, or you have a creditor and the collector reporting a balance, or 2 collectors reporting a balance. Those are violations, by the way. And everyone knows this one, that account was unknown. And then a debt buyer bought the account from another creditor and re-aged the last paid date on the credit report. So basically, let me just find my documentation on this real quick because it's much easier to explain. And yes, that is me going through paper here. All right, so here's the explanation that McCarthy Law gives. Many debt buyers state the last pay date as the date they purchased the account, which is not accurate. The last pay date often happens long before the account was transferred. So you're actually going to want to refer back to the original creditor's last pay date to find this error. And if you can't, just request it. Send them a letter and say, hey, for, Capital One 517-805, I need the last paid date, and, that would be great. Thanks. Get it to me as soon as possible. All right. So don't forget that you can ask for these things, okay? And it's a great way to find errors. So let's move forward. Short sale listed as a foreclosure having the wrong date, showing something that is much later than allowed, and a bankruptcy not showing that the debt included was included. And so therefore it actually reports a balance. I see that one all the time. Obviously, that screws with your numbers. It screws with your credit score. You don't want any of that. An account belonging to a family member. And then now an authorized user account. Now, in the last 3 takes of this video, I totally screwed up explaining this, and it got confusing, and we went on a roller coaster and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to make this really, really simple. The only way that the authorized user account should report is with your payment history and your balance. It should not show the full balance of the account. Now, I'm not really sure where it is in the FCRA, but the reason that you're able to remove these so simply and so easily and so quickly is because it doesn't really belong on your credit report. It's someone else's credit. So I don't know. I don't know what's behind it and why it's so easy, but they're really not that difficult. If you have something that's negative on there and it's an authorized user account, state this is an authorized user account. And it needs to be removed because it is not from my credit. All right. So this part is the worksheet. So you have the examples on the left, and you're going to write your own factual-based dispute reason on the right. So using this as an example, the first one belongs to that first bullet that we went over. The account was paid in full and should be reporting with a zero balance. So if you can come up with a better factual reason for that, or anything else that you want to write in there that's going to make this easier for you to remember how to do this, then do that. All right. This is what we're doing. We're taking the general and then we're making it specific, and then we're going factual. And you're going to find one for each of the 12. So you have 2.5 pages. And then here are the 10 that are not eligible. FDCPA violations, such as harassing phone calls, incorrect personal information like name, address, etc., any reporting involving public records where the report simply reflects what's listed on the public records, even though the public records may be inaccurate. Any reporting involving government, federal, state, city, etc., any reporting involving the IRS and taxes, any reporting where there's a balance where the debt was not paid off, an account that is actually valid but the consumer just doesn't want to pay it, any child support issues, any issues of identity theft without a police report, and credit report inquiries. All right. So now we are at the Black Book. All right. The Black Book is going to come out in February, and I am going to let everybody in the Subscriber Hub know about it first. Not just the Subscriber Hub, but if you are not part of the Subscriber Hub, but you are in my vault, such as with Letterify 180 or with Stealth or any of the other things that I have in there, then you will also be notified. But this was the easiest way to explain this, because to access this PDF, you have to get it from the Subscriber Hub itself. So anywho, you're going to find out about the Black Book first if you go and get this PDF that I'm showing you right now. The Black Book is actually going to include a ton of errors that can show up in your credit report, explain what they mean and how it can be or not be handled so that you can remove or update that account. And you can go and sign up for not just this PDF, but for the Subscriber Hub, and to be notified at off with 3fs.2/hub. Now, it says at the top the pricing is approximately $97 because it's actually going to range anywhere between $97 to $197. And there's such a huge range because I don't know how many I'm going to put in there. I don't know what type of delivery it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be binder notes. I don't kind of like, Cliff Notes, or if it's going to be a full blown app that you can scroll through, if it's going to be on my website as an app, if it's going to be, I don't know. I don't know yet. I know what it is. I know that I am creating it. I already have 200 of them listed. I just don't know what the delivery of it's going to be and how much of my time this is going to take, so on and so forth. So that is why the pricing is going to differ so much, but obviously you're going to find out. All right. So that is the end of this video. If you need help, you want just more for your brain to consume, go back and watch my videos. Like I said, there's over 450 of them right here for free on YouTube. All right. Or if you're not watching this on YouTube, then go to YouTube. The link is on the screen. You can also access the subscriber hub. Like I said, it's totally free. And again, that's off with 3fs.2/hub. And lastly, again, if you want to schedule a call with me for the paid credit sweep service, use the link on the screen, off 3fs.2/discovery. And there's 2 videos that I want you to go watch right now. If you haven't done so, I want you to watch the number 1 reason you're not getting results, which is from the past couple of days, and the 6 credit score misconceptions. All right. So that is the end of this video. You're going to see some other videos pop up on your screen, and I want you to go click on one of them so you can go let your brain consume more information, because guess what? You are going to get results. All right. And that's what I'm here for. So I hope you have a wonderful, great, prosperous, whatever word you want to stick in there, rest of your week, and stay safe, guys. I want you to stay safe. All right. So that is the end of this. I hope you have a great night. Make sure to smash that like button so that I know that you actually found value in this. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Have a great one.